welcome back. It's your girl Briera, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. I would like to first and foremost thank our Heavenly Parents, Mother, Father, Source of Creation, for giving me this opportunity to be here with you today. So I'm going to just be doing a quick vibe check, oracle reading, okay? We're going to be using the activation oracle cards and clarifying with some tarot. But I wanted to come out today because I told you guys that I was going to be posting a video today, and I just want to keep my word. Although I'm not doing angel guide oracle readings, I'll get to them this weekend, but I was like, I have a lot to do this evening still, so I just wanted to make time and bring you guys some divine messages that is of the highest white light. Remember, these messages are general, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So we're just gonna jump right into the vibe check and see what comes out, you know, see how it flows and see what the divine, the Holy Spirit, the angels have for us, okay? This is for everyone, myself included, okay? So what is the vibe check? What do we need to know? What should we all be aware of? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I hope you guys are doing good, though. Happy, what is it, Thursday? No. It's so different doing a pre-recording, okay? I'm like, oh my goodness, I gotta get used to doing readings in this way again, you know? I was getting all used to going live, but it's okay. So let's see what comes out. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Team. I had to turn off my my ring light because you can see the ring in my glasses. So I was like, let's just see if it's light enough in here without the ring light. And it's pretty bright. Like, it's pretty bright without the ring light. So let's see what comes out. We have allowance, okay? Allowance. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion, okay? And I feel like that's this energy of truly being open-minded to new connections, being open-minded to the people that is coming into your life, that is newly coming into your life. I feel like it's all about making sure that your heart and your mind is open, because I feel like what you have been manifesting, what you have been sending out, you know, your prayers, all of that is coming back to you through your connections. And I feel like that's what this allowance is just allowing yourself to be open to learning from the teachers that is being brought into your life, you know, no matter if they're actual teachers or not, but the people that is being sent to you to guide you in some type of way or to help you in some type of way, okay? I feel like don't judge what you don't know. And when it comes to like past relationships and, you know, things that had to be let go of, I feel like just reflect upon it and move forward and spread your wings in the right ways. Don't hold grudges. Don't hold, you know, any pent up energies, because then that will spill over into your new connections. That's just what I'm gathering. So allow for yourself to be creative, allow for yourself to be confident, and knowing that, you know, keeping an open mind with the new connections and the new situations that is presented to you is what's going to allow for you to expand in the right way. Remember, you don't dance this dance alone, okay? You don't dance this dance alone. So allow, you know, by opening your heart and your mind. We have throat chakra. Wow. Throat chakra. The frequency of throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance, okay? And I feel like that is the truth, you know? I feel like good things come to those that are patient and wait, you know? I feel like, you know, maybe there was an unwise choice or you know, decision that was made, but at the end of the day, you know, you have to be open, and you know, you have to exercise your who you are, your throat chakra, your heart, your mind. You have to exercise your powers to see what you need help with and ask for help, knowing that your boundaries are what they are, but not being afraid to know when to put up and when to let your guard down. And that's, it's just this, I'm gathering, it's something about a new connection, a new endeavor, or something that it's going to require for you to be vocal. It's going to require for you to speak up for yourself. It's going to require for you to not judge so much, but to have an open heart and an open mind to what is being presented to you. What is the information that is coming into you, you know? I feel like you have to continue to be confident as well. Be confident in who you are and your leadership skills. Because it's probably like when things are too much and too heavy, you know, it throws your world off balance, and in a, you know, in a little bit of a stressful way. You don't want to be stressed out, especially when entering a new phase of your life. But like, continue to respect and honor, you know. Make sure that you are really in this originality and integrity based actions, you know. That's really important. I feel like, don't be afraid to express yourself, okay? Freely express yourself, okay? You know, I feel like it's a beautiful thing. And I feel like when you demonstrate that confidence in yourself, when you demonstrate that growth in yourself, you really do help activate individuals in your own unique way. It's so beautiful to see the way that one, you know how the saying that one bad apple could spoil the bunch, or something like that. But you know, it's that one good thing that someone does that causes a ripple effect, and you could be that one thing that causes things to continue to flourish and expand in the right way. And I feel like that is you. So you have to continue to be confident, not afraid to express yourself freely, confidently, knowing that, you know, you are who you are and you're not ashamed of anything. You have your moments, you have things that you have to overcome, but at the end of the day, the people that you are attracting is only here to help you to elevate and, you know, expand in the right ways. So continue to keep your mind and your heart open, and knowing that the more you are your authentic self, the more authenticity will be attracted to you. Does that make sense? Okay. Compassion. Okay. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. Okay. And it's just, you know, it's this beautiful dance. It's a beautiful dance. And I feel like, continue to stay dedicated, okay? Continue to stay dedicated, because You are you are reaching goals, and you will reap the success from just being who you are, from being dedicated, from being, someone that knows what compassion is and actually demonstrate it throughout your everyday life, throughout your past connections and your present connections. Okay, I feel like that's really important to see and know that it's like not judging what you truly don't understand. And when you do understand it, I mean, of course, you give your feedback on things, and if someone else is like off footing with how you are responding to their behaviors, then that's on them. You continue to do what you are supposed to do. You continue to be who you are. If you see something that's wrong, speak up. That's what I was saying. You have to use your throat. But at the end of the day, it's not about bashing. It's not about trying to be right about a situation, but to continue to be the example that you want to see. When you see that something is wrong, you speak up about it. If you see that something is right, you speak up about it. But at the end of the day, we all have shortcomings and we all have dealt with things. So to be in this energy of judging people and where they are, it's just, it's not fair. That's just my opinion. I wouldn't just go judging things that I don't know, because you just don't know where people's minds are and what they are carrying. So it's best to have compassion when it comes to, especially when it comes to past connections. I get it. Some people have done you so wrong and blah blah blah, but just be logical with your approach to things. You don't need to truly, my opinion again, fight fire with fire, because at the end of the day, the person that constantly is trying to get you to react or overreact to something just demonstrates who they are. And the more you elevate and the more you overcome your own trials and tribulations, your own shortcomings, you continue to allow those connections and those past relationships to fade into the background. And that's what it really is all about. Feeding out what no longer serves you, so that you can be focused on your true heart's desire, so that you can stay focused on achieving your goals, not allowing yourself to be distracted, not allowing for yourself to be over here, over there, and you are missing the main point of what you have been really manifesting and what you have really been dedicated to, because now your energy is being pulled everywhere. Because I have past people, present people, I have situations over here, I have past. It's like, when things come up, you deal with it as it happens. But at the end of the day, let people be who they are. They will continue to be who they are, and you can't change them. You just have compassion, and you continue to be your authentic self at all times. Laugh, love, heal. We're gonna get one more. Oh, well, I guess we're gonna get two more. We have perception and crown chakra. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real, and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. Okay. And crown chakra, the frequency of crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. So yeah. And I feel like, and when it comes to like, oh wow, I was just gonna say, like, when it comes to some type of like twin flame or some type of new romantic relationship, I feel like there is a really strong spiritual connection between the two of you. And I feel like, it's really you have to be open-minded. You have to have your heart open to see the universal love that has really brought this union together, and appreciate it for just that. Okay, it's not about forcing anything. It's not about, being what I what was that, being like bonded, like, having some type of bonding thing going on. It's none of that. It's universal love that has brought a connection together. And I feel like when it comes to that connection, the two of you need to stay focused and move in the way that is fitting for you. It's not that you can't take in the opinions and what everyone else has to say, but at the end of the day, this connection wasn't brought about or to the forefront for it to be picked at and mimicked and played with in any way, shape, or form. So you have to stand strong and stand tall, and knowing that everything happens for a reason. And even if this is something that, is a lesson for the both of you, you need to see it through confidently, constantly reminding yourself that, there is a higher power. There is universal love that actually make ways out of no way. There is actually this belief that we both share, that we both have within ourselves, that ties this union together. Okay, so we're just gonna clarify, and then we're gonna get you out of here. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's a little different, but like I said, I just wanted to do something because I said I would. So that's why I really came out tonight. I was like, something fell down. Child, something fell down. Ooh, the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like don't allow for new opportunities to pass you by. I know it's like what's meant for you is meant for you, but I feel like your commitment to something is being tested at this time, and it's important for you to be committed and dedicated and show what you are committed and dedicated to. That's what it really boils down to be, honestly. That's what I'm gathering. Like it's nothing extra. It's just what it is, What's this allowance here? Peaches is significant. The fruit peaches. The Three of Wands coming out. I feel like it's something about, really allowing for your strength to really, really be present and show itself. I feel like, there has been some unwise, choices when it comes to some type of suspension. That's what we can say. It was an unwise choice when it comes to some type of suspension, and I feel like you just have to continue to make sure you demonstrate what overcoming adversity really means. You have to continue to demonstrate that, what I put out, I do attract. Even if things are being manipulated, even if things are being delayed, you have to continue to stand strong, being open-minded and open-hearted when it comes to to the new connections. Like, we get it that it's a lot to take in. It's a lot to trust, to love, to just accept when you just really don't be knowing. But I feel like it's important for you to be in your strength, okay? It's important for you to hear the truth, to see the truth, to know the truth. Sometimes you have to do the groundwork. You have to be there. I feel like there's like some type of end to the disappointment though. It's an end to the disappointment. Yeah. I have the Three of Wands. Yeah. With the Ace of Swords, I feel like there is it's like an end to to something, like an end to disappointment, you know, to conflicts of the mind and the heart. I feel like someone does everything that they do is in an excessive way, whether it's good or bad, but someone really they go all in on something. And I feel like it's good, honestly. I feel like it shows who someone truly is. That's why it's like you have to continue to know that when you put that much dedication, love, commitment into something, it's only right that it is reflected back to you. You can't say that I'm putting all this good energy, this positive energy, this selfless energy into something, and then you will constantly be getting played with and constantly be getting, weird energies reflected back to you. That's not how it works. And that's why you have to be open-hearted and open-minded about what a situation is and who someone is that has been recently presented to you. Because if you have been doing what you are supposed to be doing, that is what has come, the end of whatever disappointment phase that has happened in the past. It's time to focus on the new. It's nothing wrong with revisiting, moments, but at the end of the day, don't allow for yourself to stay there. See your growth for what it is. See the results of actually paying attention and learning your lesson. Mm. Childbirth. Whoa. Yeah, childbirth is significant. September. September is significant. Hmm. What's the throat chakra here? The ace, or not the ace, excuse me, the Queen of Swords and the Six of Swords. Yeah, I feel like, whoa, I feel like you have gotten some type of spiritual enlightenment on something, okay? Especially when it comes to how to communicate, when it comes to how to move forward. I feel like you continue to be in this energy of integrity, okay, with everything that you do, because at the end of the day, you're not going to please everyone, but you continue to show what you stand for, and that's the most important thing as you move forward. It's like you do, it's like your words do cut deep. So it's like you don't have to be cutthroat with something. Sometimes it's best to allow for individuals to get their own karma. You don't have to dish it out necessarily, especially with your words, because at the end of the day, it's this that is what is being expected for you to do. And I feel like you don't need to do that. Continue to move forward. I feel like, and how you've been moving is actually what it is. I mean, it's, I feel like it's different than what you probably have done in the past. You probably now, you're just rising above all of it, and I feel like that is a different approach, and I feel like you need to continue to stay on that wavelength of giving a different approach to how to deal with things of the past, especially when dealing with, individuals that love to deceive, that loves to you know like feed off of sadness in some type of strange way. I feel like, wow, maybe I just feel like you know what you need to do, and you do it in your timing. You do it when your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, everything in your being is telling you it's the right time to do something. Don't do it because you feel like someone is waiting for something or someone is expecting something. No, do it out of the goodness of your heart. Do it because this is what you feels right for you, because that's what's going to ultimately set the tone of whatever this new connection is. Why the Queen of Swords with the Six of Swords? With the King of Pentacles and High Priestess, okay? But like, listen to your intuition, okay? I just feel like continue to, I feel like you are grounded, okay? I feel like, and your wishes have truly come true when it comes to this peace and balance that you've been seeking for, Feel like someone loves how you represent something. It's actually, it's very enlightenment for them. It shows the wisdom that you have. It shows the knowledge that you're not afraid to share. I feel like it's been a long little journey though to finally get someone to not be silenced when they are, when they have things to say. And I feel like doing something recently has really helped someone be more vocal, with what they are feeling, how they are feeling. And I feel like that just helped to allow someone to see the freedom that is within someone's life, that they aren't bound to anything. They aren't truly tied down. They aren't, in this trapped in their mind energy, because you can really, and I'm gonna always say that the way you communicate really reflects where you are. So seeing that someone isn't like mentally trapped, it's a beautiful thing. I promise you, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Okay? Yeah, I feel like continue to move forward. Some type of secret revealed too. And I feel like, you know, it's like, okay, like that's why it's like I get it. We do want to focus on the future and, you know, set things in motion so that we can have a better future. But at the end of the day, presently, I feel like that matters more than what the future has, because I mean, you don't want to be causing destruction presently and thinking that you're going to get a better future, right? Like that's what I was saying. You don't want to allow for the way you dealt with things in the past when it comes to heartbreak and disappointments to spill over into the new phase of your life. You want to make sure those things are truly dealt with, that it's truly released from your energy before moving forward in any way, shape, or form. What's this compassion here? The Emperor. Okay. I feel like, yeah, I feel like there is reason behind what you do. And I feel like someone knows that about you. Someone understands your approach to things. So I feel like continue to be the leader, continue to guide, continue to organize, continue to establish the things that you need to establish in your life so that you can help others in the right ways. I feel like you are a great person. You are a demonstration of compassion, truly. You are someone's hero. And I just feel like, you know, that's probably something like, oh, what if someone is like a hidden enemy of mine, or it's like it's so much chitter chatter that it's so confusing. But it's only confusing to the individuals that isn't focused on their own lives. That's that's what it is. And I feel like when it comes to someone that probably has probably been really connected to you, I don't even know how long, but I feel like they are a good friend. Okay, like it's like if you ask them to do something, they do it. When you don't ask them to do something, they do it, but they always have you like in good regard. You know, it's never like no like underhandedness when it comes to an individual that's really close to you, like physically around you, that has been around you for a long time, physically around you, that has been around for a long time. I feel like they are who they appear to be. That's just what I am gathering, okay? Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But I feel like they are important in some way. And, I feel like don't allow for stress related situations to question the connections that are actually strong and thriving. Why the Emperor? Oh, and someone's trying to hold some type of immunity over someone's head in some type of way. I'm just throwing that out there. Like, oh well, if this happens, then that immunity goes out the window. So yum 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 yum. It's a lot of chatter. It's a lot of chatter. But it just shows that they don't really know how to move. They don't know what direction that they're going in. They only are relying on the fact that they might know more about something than that than they should. Basically, I don't know, but I feel like that's something that is really being like. We have the Fool, the Four of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like, yeah, just pay attention and understand what is what and what is not, okay? Understand that it's not best to try to manipulate anything at this time. Stand strong, stand tall, stand for what you know to be right and true, and move on with your life. Like it's the truth. And when it comes to your family or your community, don't be foolish with how you lead them, with how you guide them, with how you speak to them, with how you are demonstrating the compassion you have for who they are. Because sometimes people really do feel like luck isn't on their side. They have to protect themselves. And when you are in the vulnerable situations, you react to the vulnerable situation for what it is. So when you are level minded and you see who you are and the potential of who other people is, you understand what your role is. Is not to continue to try to keep people bound to past mistakes, but to try to help them to see that, yeah, that might have been wrong, but where are you now? How are we moving forward now? And that's where I was getting that whole like, but someone doesn't really know what direction that they are truly moving into. So they have to constantly keep something, hanging over someone's head, a mistake probably. That is actually very selfish of them. It's very immature of them. And it may not result in anything by them constantly thinking that's their way to keep someone attached to them. Because I know. What's this perception in crown chakra? The Knight of Cups, okay? The Knight of Cups. I feel like, yeah, something is just approaching. And I feel like maybe it's like the end to something or a new connection. And I feel like you have to be open-minded and open-hearted when it comes to what's new entering into your life. Truly, okay? It is what it is, I that's just what all I can say. I'm not saying that have to go with it, or you have to accept it or anything, but to just be open, to allow the universal love to bring new energies into your life, to bring, you know, some encouragement, to bring some enlightenment, to bring something different than what you have been receiving into your life. Like, you have higher graces though. And that's probably also why you have been invited to something. Okay. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But it's because you are who you are. And trust me, nobody is in this energy of wasting their time or energy to have anyone just around just to be around. There's always a reason. And if you are being called, you should really pay attention to that, you know? Why the Knight of Cups? With the Eight of Swords, the Moon, and the Five of Cups. Yeah. It's like it will help to activate things, you know, to just help you to open your mind, your eyes to things you probably wouldn't look at in certain ways before, you know. I feel like it needs to be an end to the sadness and deception, okay? The instability and the inconsistency of relationships is probably something that someone has entered into a new phase, because it needs to be an end to that, you know? It's like there's no more inconsistencies. There's no more instability. It needs to be genuine love, enlightenment, encouragement, divine guidance. Okay? And I feel like that is what you are attracting. So be open-hearted and open-minded, okay? I keep saying it, but it's like, I hope it makes sense, okay? I just hope it makes sense. Don't cry over spilled milk, though. Continue to lead and guide. Continue to transmute any negative energies, because at the end of the day, you only truly know what someone shares with you. And I promise you, if they are sharing it with you, unless you know, you're a spy or something, you just, but if they're sharing it with you, it's because they probably moved on from it in some type of way. So don't try to take what's negative and feed off of the sadness and the negativity, but transmute it. See what's the positive that came out of a situation. See what was a lesson that they had to learn and that you can learn from as well. What resonates with you? What helps you to think more? Like, okay, you know, that's different, but I can take away something from that, you know? But okay, that's really all I have. Okay, this was really nice though. Like I said, I will be doing angel guide oracle readings this weekend. I just wanted to come out today, and I really do hope something resonated with you. I am sending you peace, love, and light, and until next time.